Day to you. I know I promised a lot of people on Facebook yesterday that yesterday was going to be my fire video, but we're not going to do fire. I've decided to go, just non-melodramatic on folk and just put the facts out there and let's just see what comes out in the wash. Now, this one guy who called me a dumb bitch this morning, I know I wake up to this shit. It's funny. I say something and, fuck you, you dumb bitch.
Because that always explains how you're wrong.
Right, exactly. That tells me I'm definitely wrong and that you have, extensive research into this. But anyway, I forget what we were talking about, but we were talking about something that forced him to bring up two cases. One of the cases was Rebecca Gillamay. I can't pronounce names. I barely remember names. So, the army soldier who was found hacked to bits, burnt, and whatever. He took that case. Oh, yeah, we were talking about how America, the only promise that America has is of death for colored people. And me being white, well, colored white, he thought he was going to get over on me because most, black people think, oh, she's white, so she's just going to be like, forbidden topic. Well, everybody who knows Real with Robo, there ain't nothing sacred in my book, baby. Nothing. You bring it to me, I'm going to bring it back. Anyway, the second case was about how this other lady, I believe she was a black lady. First one was a Hispanic lady. The second one was a black lady who got hit by a car on the freeway while she was protesting at night with no reflective gear on, with no lights, and she basically hopped in front of the car with her little sign, Black Lives Matter. Okay?
You know what truckers call that, right?
That's called a speed bump.
Exactly.
Yeah, but, and then they expected this man coming around the curve to see her. With no reflective gear on, with no lights, no nothing.
On a freeway.
And, well, she did a couple air somersaults and landed on her face. Now, I'm not saying that I don't feel bad for her, and I wish the other person that, got hit, I wish them a speedy recovery and a safe one, and God bless them, and my hearts go out to both of their families for raising idiots. I pull no punches. I feel really bad that they lost a family member because of her fucking idiocy. However, that's not the point here. I got called a dumb bitch because I said, well, let's look at those cases. If America only promises death to people of color, then let's look at the actual cases. The first case, sure, on the news, it'll show you a white girl with like pink hair, with like an orange, prison jumpsuit on, jail suit on, whatever. But they, and you think that's the culprit. She assisted in the murder. Well, not the murder, but the cutting up of the mutilation and all that other stuff of the young lady. My heart goes out to the young lady's parents because she did nothing wrong, nothing that deserved death. But the actual culprit, the actual murderer, was a black man that was in the army. You know what he did when the cops came to get him? He shot himself. That's why he's not shown on most of the reports and the court cases and in the camera court. Because he dead. He ain't gonna get no justice served on him. What little justice is gonna be served on that broad? So the family is going to go without justice. May they find comfort in that bastard will never kill another person.
What do you do? Trip, fall down, shoot himself in the face?
No, he was standing there. The cops came. You know, they were like, put your hands up. He pulled out a pistol and put it to his head. And they was like, put your hands up. And he said, no, let me go. And when they wouldn't let him go, he said, pop. He killed himself. Coward.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. Sorry.
And then the second case, and I'm not saying it was his fault, because it wasn't his fault, okay? So let's get that out there right. The lady that got hit on the freeway and she died, the person driving the car was not white. When I told the guy that, because, you know, y'all know I'm an avid law fan. I love the law. I saw I could sit there and watch court cases for hours. You could ask my husband. It drives him completely insane. But me, I'm all up in that courtroom. Just like I'm all up in when Congress is live. I'm on it. But now, then he had nothing to say. And then he was like, oh, well, you know, police brutality. And I was like, what about police brutality? Could you name me one white person, one Hispanic person, one Chinese person, any other person but a black person's name that has suffered and died at the hands of police? Anything. Give me something. He couldn't name one name. Not one name. Other than George Floyd. He couldn't name a white person's name. He couldn't name a Chinese person's name. He couldn't name a Hispanic's name. He couldn't even name anybody that was even argued with by the police. You see what I'm saying? How you going to bring up police brutality and not look at all police brutality and try and convince me that you care about police brutality? You can't. And I told him as much. And I said, you know what? I'm going to tell you this right now. You're talking police brutality? Let's talk police brutality. In Washington State, and I've used this example 100,000 times because BLM in Washington State loves to say that they murder innocent black people all the time. In Washington State, 25 black people were involved in shootings with the police. It doesn't specify if they died. It doesn't specify if it was the police were in the wrong. 25 black people died were shot at the hands of police between the years of 2013, which was the beginning date of BLM, to 2019. Okay? January to December. Boop, all those years. 38 cops in the state of Washington were killed in the line of duty between January 2019 and December 2019. I've already did a video on this. I asked him, what do you mean by police brutality? Violence to whom? By whom? And then he wanted to go into, well, you know, black people, we're always pulled over by the cops because, you know, we black. And I'm like, white people have more of a likeliness to get in trouble with the police, as it should be, because we're the majority in America. But if you just take the statistics, we're still the ones that have more involvement. So, I mean, I really didn't know where this guy was going with this, but I learned real quick. He said, fuck you, you're a dumb bitch, and you're a fucking racist white bitch. I'm like, well, that statement wasn't racist at all. And then, of course, the fallback to every argument that I've ever had with anybody about police brutality, about black people and this and that. The fallback argument is this one: slavery. And I've gotten so sick and tired of this argument about slavery that I've literally taken my own heritage and proven to people how slavery really went down. Okay, you think black people were treated bad? You haven't seen people treated bad until you see the cages in which Irish people were transported. They literally threw hundreds of Irish people overboard into the ocean. Irish slaves into the ocean so that the crew had enough to eat. What are you talking about now? And then I got banned and blocked from that page because apparently they're not ready for that conversation.
You can't handle the truth.
They really can't. And then what I find is funny also is that people want to argue with me about me being a former Democrat now voting for Donald Trump. Well, guess what? If you want to get really angry, I didn't vote for Obama either. And I didn't vote for him just because he's black, okay? I didn't vote for him because he's an idiot. Well, what do you mean by he's an idiot? He is a black man that applauds the founder of Planned Parenthood, who was a genocidal maniac and literally founded Planned Parenthood to kill black babies. Go ahead, look it up. It's the truth. Go ahead. Him and Hillary both applauded that. And you're saying I'm racist? You support a genocidal maniac and people that support that genocidal maniac. But I see her bust is doing fine in the Smithsonian, even though a bunch of black pastors asked for her bust to be taken down because it represented genocidal tendencies versus black people. But I don't know my shit about race and history. And the one I love is, this is one I love. Well, she does, she has mixed babies, so, you know how that go. No, I don't know how that go. You explain it to me. Oh, because I have black children, that I think that I have every right to speak on black issues? Well, I think I do too. You want to know why? Number one, you're in America. What affects your communities affects my communities. What affects your people affects my people, because your people are my people. We're all American. Get me? I don't care if you're black, Chinese, orange, purple, native, green, yellow, whatever. Americans to me are Americans. If you love this country and you want to see her do well, you're my people. On the other hand, if you're like Ilhan Omar that wants to undermine the political and economical statutes we have in place, she wants to undermine the economic and political systems. I wonder why. Islam, Sharia. Oh, you think I'm funny? Marxism, socialism. Look at BLM. Their leader is an affirmed Marxist. Their co-leader begged Allah. I pray to Allah every night to help me not kill white people. Well, bitch, if you come across the right white person, you're going to be praying to God to rip her ass off you. What is true? I'm putting that out there. I don't care. Get mad, be mad, stay mad. You know the motto around here. But the simple fact is this. Police brutality is not that serious. And if you actually look at BLM and what they want to destroy America and rebuild it as a socialistic state. A socialist state. Can any of my viewers, any of my listeners, any of you, tell me one place where socialism, Marxism, or communism worked? Where the people were not so oppressed, saddened, degraded, starved, and poverty-stricken that it became a utopia and a beacon to the world. One place. Other than Antarctica, because I think those polar bears are socialist. I'm not going to put no money on it, but I think they are. The penguins look a little bit Marxist to me. But do you see how ridiculous that shit is? You're going to start an argument thinking that you have the upper hand just because it's a no argument for white people. And then you're going to bring it to a white person and expect them to go, I should keep my mouth shut. And you can't even back up facts, and the white person can. That's ridiculous. Why even try? Just shut up and say, I know nothing about my history. I know nothing about what's going on in America. I have no clue of what I'm talking about, and I'm an idiot. But I'm still voting Democrat. I can respect that. I can definitely respect that. Come at me and tell me I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing, but I'm going to vote Democrat. Just because I don't like Trump, okay? That's the best excuse. There's no argument, okay? You don't like Trump, okay? Cool. And I'm not going to try and change your view, but I'm not going to sit there when you do try and come at me with an intelligent argument and say, okay, I'm not going to argue this. No. I am going to argue it. I don't care what color you are. If you're down for degrading my country, hurting my people, and my people meaning all colors of people, those who call themselves Americans, those who wave that flag with honor, those who sing the national anthem and are united, those are my people. If you want to hurt them, then we could take this. When the rubber meets the road, I could destroy your argument. And I will. There's a lot of shit wrong in America today. And the biggest shit that's wrong in America today is there's no respect. These leftists don't respect the rights right to vote how they want to. The leftists don't respect actual political followers like myself who have changed from Democrat to nonpartisan, independent, conservative, Republican, whatever, because we don't like what we see in our party. Do you know what Congress is doing right now? Do you? Any of you leftists out there, just take a gander about what Congress is doing right now. Are they passing bills about our infrastructure, building roads, maybe funding schools, maybe helping get police more good training? No, you know what they're doing? They're trying to get Trump's tax returns. That's what they're doing. In the time that we, the people, need Congress and our quote-unquote governors the most, they're nowhere to be found. Leftists, I want you to pay attention and pay attention for real. For real. Look at all the cities being destroyed by these riots. Look at them. All of them ran by Democrats. The Mayor Bottom said about the young lady, the little 8-year-old girl that was killed. Like I said, I'm horrible with names, so that's sad. But the young lady that was killed, she said, this needs to stop now. There are no talks. Da 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 da. Last time I checked, we did not negotiate with terrorists. That's the last time I checked, Miss Mayor Bottoms. It didn't take the murder of an innocent little girl and the devastation of a family of Americans for anybody to decide not to negotiate with terrorists. I wanted to choke the crap out of somebody when I saw her mama get up there. And I know that's odd for somebody to say, huh? Because America is so racist. A white person wanting to choke somebody because a little black girl died and their mother was hurt. Oh my God. If America is so racist, we just suck at this racism thing. We really do. You want to shut down the racist commentary? I'll tell you how to do that too. I'll give you this little niblet. Why do we have all colors represented in Congress? Hell, we've had a black president. We have black, white, green, purple, orange, all different colors on the media, in every walk of life, in every profession. If America is so white supremacist and white power, we sure in the hell don't know what we're doing, huh? You know, it's funny to me because I listened to Candace Owens today and she got it right. America does not need a nurturing mother right now. They need a mama like Robo. They really do. They need somebody to tell them, get up off your ass and go do something with your life. Stop saying, I can't, it's because of this, that, and the other thing. Start saying, I can, and go do it, and stop being ignorant. Oppression in America? Oppression? The only thing you're oppressed by is your own stupidity. That's what you're oppressed by. Yo dumb. Yo retard. Not nothing else. And what really gets on my damn nerves is when I see the people I like listening to, like Larry Elder, ABL, the Conservative Twins, Kevin's Corner, people like that, by other black people that have no goddamn sense in their head, can't argue intellectually if somebody else put it on a teleprompter for them to argue. Calling them coons and sellouts. That irritates me. It does. Because that's not the America I grew up in. That's not the America that it is today. That may be their mindset. I mean, for the love of God, BCP, he's one of the greatest that I watch political analysts of his time. And I learn a lot from him. I'm not trying to change nobody's mind on who to vote for. It says in the Constitution, we vote with our conscience. But I want the left to step back from themselves. Don't be a Democrat, okay? Don't be a Democrat. Don't be a Republican. Don't be a conservative. Don't look at Trump as a Republican or the enemy or anything else. Don't look along political lines. Look at yourself as a human being. Are these riots right? Who are they hurting? And who are allowing them to continue? Oh, the cops? No. Don't blame the cops on this one.
Hell, in a lot of places they were ordered to stand down.
Yeah. And in other places they caught the blue flu. And speaking of, though, on a tangent right here, on a quick tangent, cops, please don't stay sick for too long, okay? Please don't. Because there are people like me and like a lot of my viewers, my friends, well, viewers, friends, whatever, you guys out there listening to me, we need you. We need you to keep our areas safe. We shouldn't have to go out and buy guns to protect ourselves. I am completely non-fond of guns. I don't care if you have one. I don't care if my husband has one. I don't care if my mama had one. If you like guns, like them. I don't like guns, but I'm going to have to get one. Because if this crap keeps on going the way it's going, I'm going to have to defend myself. And that's sad. That now, because of the left, I feel pressured, oppressed to utilize my Second Amendment right in order to protect myself from them. That's a damn shame, y'all. That's a damn shame.
And it's ironic because a lot of these stores, especially out here, and I do walk around armed, mind you. I walk in and there's a crazy white man with a gun. It's okay, there's somebody in here who's armed, so ain't nothing gonna happen while he's here. Dollar store right down the street. I didn't have my pistol on me one day, and she actually asked me, the manager.
She got mad at him.
Yeah. Why aren't you carrying your gun? You're always in here with your weapon. Like, I just left it at home today. And that's when she told me, I always know who's up to no good in my store. You walk in, and suddenly 5 people walk out, not a thing in their hands.
Yeah, this beast, he looked like a cop, though. He really do. He's a Marine vet, but he looked like a cop, straight up. I love that about him, though. But here's the simple fact, right, guys? I shouldn't feel pressured to utilize any of my rights. No one should. And I know I've been talking a lot of crap and dropping bombs on the left, but I'm gonna ask you some serious questions. If we're so racist, why do we have multicolored people in every profession there is, including the presidency? Why? If white people hate black people so much, why do any of us have the nerve to say, I got black friends? But we're white. We're supposed to hate black people. But you got black friends.
I got several of them, actually.
And your black friends will say, I have white friends. Me, I don't have any black friends. I've got dark-skinned white people as friends. Because I view everybody the same way, just in a different shade of white. And a lot of people say, oh, that's racist. No, it isn't racist. It catches you off guard. It makes you have to think. And if you find that racist, then you might want to ask yourself where your mind is at. Because to me, no one is different from me. We're all Americans. I may describe somebody as black. I may describe somebody as Oriental or Chinese or whatever. I may make off-color jokes, but then I could also take those jokes. That's what we're missing today too. Respect and being able to give or get what you give. Those people out there rioting, they're not rioting about your rights. They're not rioting to uplift your communities. They're not rioting for any other reason than they want to destroy America. And their mantra follows every bit of destroying America. Look at all the statues that have been broken down. I want the left to do this. I want you to look at all the statues being broken down. I'll give you a couple of them. One was of a Mexican padre, which is a father, which is a monk, which is a priest, which is a whatever. Okay? He founded many of the missions in California. His statue was broken down. Gandhi's statue was broken down. The Woman Forward statue was broken down. And tons of other abolitionists and everything else statues have been broken down. Want to know one that stood in Seattle? Lenin. Go read up on him. I'm not doing your research for you. Go read up on Lenin. He was a sick, nasty, despicable man. And I'm telling you this because I'm going to end it like this. Socialism, Marxism, communism, and progressives. That's what the Democrat Party is about. Destroying America, undermining our laws, liberty, and prosperity. That's what their party is about. It is hilarious to watch the Democrat Party pander. And black people, you should be insulted. Fried chicken? Really? Oh, look at me, I'm eating fried chicken. That means I'm down with the brothers.
And carrying hot sauce around in your purse?
Yeah, hot sauce around in their purse. And here, let me just throw a piece of kente cloth around my neck and bow down. Really?
We won't even go into the history on that stuff.
Yeah, we won't even go into the history on how that cloth actually has meaning to some African tribes. I'm not even going to go into that. You go ahead and Google that, though. There's an awesome-ass African lady that I listen to on YouTube. I forget her name, I'm sorry. And even if I didn't forget her name, I'd probably
couldn't pronounce it.
Butcher the hell out of her name. Sorry. But if you YouTube search kente cloth, she'll probably pop up. Anyway, so this is what's real. What's real? These people are trying to destroy America. We as Americans, not just Republicans, not just conservatives, not just nonpartisans, not just liberals that walked away or Democrats that walked away, not just anybody else, but everybody. Democrats, liberals, Republicans, conservatives, all y'all, all us all. Black, white, orange, purple, green. We need to realize the reason they want to do away with cops is because in a lawless state, criminals rule. And that means oppression will be found. And it means that suffering will be abundant. And that's why these people are allowing these criminals to continue. You want to see what our future looks like if everyone stays ignorant and doesn't listen to me? Look at Chaz, Chop, whatever. In the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, since George Floyd's death, we have lost more good people than was worth one death. How he died was wrong. However, what they're doing now is even more wrong. When you start picking on children outside of church and scaring the hell out of them, that's where, as a mom, as a parent, we need to draw the damn line and say, you better leave our kids alone. When they want to go into our schools and indoctrinate this hate into our children's mind, that's when we draw the line. And I'm not telling anyone to vote for Trump. I'm telling everyone, do not vote Democrat in your own cities, in your own states, if you want to make a difference. Because this destruction, this murder, this crime spree, except for one Republican city, one, is all Democrat ran. And Mayor Bottoms and the other mayor that looks like the black skeletor from Chicago, y'all ought to be ashamed of your damn self. Blaming it on Corona. Saying the talks are off because of this. It takes killing a child for you to find the straw that breaks the camel's back. You disgust me. And I hope the people of your city vote your ass out, because you do not deserve to be in power. And that's real with Robo.